Choice Hotels get you more of what you value. Comfort Inn, it's calling your name. Save on the stay. Oh, and free waffles are yours to claim. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
And now, stop me if you've heard this before on the Toddcast podcast.
If you grew up listening to Canadian rock radio in the 80s or 90s, hell, even today's classic rock stations, you know who Loverboy is. They've been around since 1979. They formed in Calgary, although they're based out of Vancouver, and they dominated for years. Out of the gate, Turn Me Loose, Hot Girls in Love, Working for the Weekend, all staples of MTV and any good rock station of its time. 4 multi-platinum albums, millions sold, touring the world relentlessly to millions of people. And when their singer Mike Reno called up to be a guest, we talked about his first concert and how important music videos were to spur on their initial success. He shared the story of playing to 100,000 screaming fans at JFK Stadium, how he had a near-death experience while in Mexico. He talked about touring with ZZ Top, the shows that he was binge-watching at the time. And stop me if you've heard this before, Mike talked about how being on Dick Clark's American Bandstand is probably his career highlight.
I think the career highlight must have been, I think once we finished the first album, some of the guys, I remember it was our drummer Matthew and Paul, our guitarist, and myself, we grabbed the girlfriends and did one of those all-in excursion trips to Puerto Vallarta. Mm-hmm. Scraped together like $900 each to get down there. This is in the early days when we didn't have 2 nickels to rub together, so
right.
It was a big accomplishment for us. And we got down there. I think Matty went over to Yulapa on a boat with his girl, and Paul and I stayed in the hotel on the beach with our girls, and it was just pretty cool until about 3 days later when somebody came down to the beach and got me. This is, now believe it or not, this is the time before cell phones. I know. There was a time before cell phones. Mm-hmm. And they didn't really even have phones in the rooms unless you went through the operator. And it was kind of one of those kind of eras. Down in Mexico, things were always a bit slower. And so he came, somebody from the front desk came and got me. There was I thought, I don't know what's going on, but I went up and the phone was Bruce Allen. He says, Mike, I want you to get the guys together and get your butts back to Los Angeles. Dick Clark thinks you're his next favorite band. He loves you guys. He wants you on the show. And my life kind of changed right then. In my mind, I went, are you kidding me? Because I don't know if everybody remembers Dick Clark, but he was the biggest thing going. Dick Clark was a huge enterprise. But if he dug you, everybody would go and buy the record, like the next day or the same day. And if you made it on the show, you were a huge success. And in my mind, I had said to myself, this is huge. And to be honest with you, that's probably one of the biggest things that, happened.
Stop Me If You've Heard This Before on the Toddcast podcast is brought to you by ProTech Welding, a CWB certified steel fabrication shop in North Vancouver, and online at protechwelding.com.
Goodbye, Kyle!
Did the sound of those words call to you like Pavlov's dog? Then you might enjoy our podcast, Turtle Time.
Every week, you can join me, Riley Hamilton, and my co-host, Amy Scarlotta, as we cover the most pressing Bravo news and dig into the new episodes to answer important questions like, who the hell is Adrian Malouf in this world?
Listen to Turtle Time on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday.
You've watched them from the outside your whole life. On TV, on stage, on the cover. The success that always looks like it happened to someone on a different planet. But what if it didn't? I'm Evelyn, and I've spent over 25 years in entertainment, producing for some of the biggest names in Hollywood. And here's what I learned. The distance between you and them, it's a lot shorter than anyone's letting on. On my podcast, Reppin', I sit down with the people you've been watching, and I ask them who they actually are. Not the brand, the person. Where they started, what it cost them, what almost broke them, their grit, their courage, their resilience, and the lessons they've learned. It's all yours for the taking. Reppin', wherever you listen.
Do you love Disney? Do you love top 10 lists? Then you're going to love our podcast, Disney Countdown. Hi, I'm Megan, the Magical Millennial.
And Biscuits, I'm Jeremy, aka Jarendell, and we are the hosts of the hit Disney podcast, Disney Countdown.
On every episode of our fun and family-friendly show, we count down our top 10 lists of all things Disney. The parks, the movies, the music, the food, the lore. There is nothing we don't cover on our show, right, Jeremy?
Ooh, girl, you know we are famous for rabbit holes, Disney-themed games, and fun facts you didn't know you needed, but you definitely need in your life. So if you are looking for a healthy dose of Disney magic, check out Disney Countdown wherever you get your podcasts.